Boomer Center, everybody. You guys know me. I'm here, James. College football, guys. It's a long season, and now you can you can win the national championship with a couple of losses. So yes, the Texas loss is going to sting, but it's time to put that behind us. Literally, Oklahoma used to doing that. Thus, the Sooner Stumper. Since 1999, when Stoops got here, so Stoops, Lincoln Riley, and Brent Venables, who's beaten Oklahoma following a Texas game. Here's a hint for you. It didn't happen very often. In fact, the overall record since 1999, Oklahoma has a 24-2 and 2 overall record, 26 games, 92.3% winning percentage. But they are the 2 losses. Anybody know who they're 2? I'll tell you who they are. Plus, we'll preview South Carolina, Oklahoma, right here, right now. 1982 Boomer Sooner. Let's go. Boomer Sooner, everybody. Guys, on me, I'm Harry James. Sooner Stumper since 1999 when Stoops came in. Who's been the who's beaten Oklahoma following the Texas game in that span? Oklahoma actually has played 26 games with a 24-2 overall record. That is a 92.3% winning clip. The 2 losses, though, 2014 and 2024. In 2014, Oklahoma lost to Kansas State after the Texas game. And last season, just a year ago, this week, actually, Oklahoma and South Carolina play a game just like they're going to do this weekend. That the only difference, though, that thing was in Norman. This year it's going to be at South Carolina. Winning percentages against each other. Well, like I said, they've only met once in school history. That was last year in the upset. So Oklahoma doesn't have a win in the series. South Carolina has won, though, 35-9 over the beloved Oklahoma Sooners. Pre-game fun and festivities. Let's go, guys. The ref will be at Yo Pablo and on the Boyd Street Ventures there in Norman. O'Connell's WWLS. That's where they're at. Right in front of Campus Corner. You can't miss them. And also, you can't miss the franchise. They're just north of the football complex and in front of the McCaslin Fieldhouse. As is the party at the Palace. All right, guys, let's break this game. Let's have some fun here. Game time, 11:45 a.m. between Oklahoma and South Carolina on the SEC Network. Play-by-play, team, Sooner Radio voice, Toby Rowland. He calls basketball and baseball for the Sooners and is the KWTV Newsline sports director Monday through Friday and on Saturdays for the Blitz. Oklahoma Breakdown's a great podcast to listen to for not only Oklahoma content, but college football content. One half of the Oklahoma Breakdown, right down the middle. 11, Teddy Laban, color analyst for the Sooners, KREF host, and from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. And then on the sideboards, Gabe Eichard and Chris Plank on the sidelines. Gabe Eichard, Big 12 Today, Sirius XM 375 from 3 to 5 on Sirius XM. And Toby Rowland. And Chris Plank, Chris Plank, KRF member, 6 to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday. And then on Sundays, Plank does a national radio show on Fox Sports National Radio. All right, guys, that's it for the pregame fun, guys. Let's break this game down. You ready? Head coach Brent Venables, 1992 grad from Kansas State, fourth year at Oklahoma. 45 games, Brent is 27-18. That's a 60% winning clip. But in conference games, guys, get this. Brent is 13 for 15 with 28 games, 46.4% winning clip. Bowl appearances, all 3 losses so far. Does have on his resume, though, 8 divisional championships. Oklahoma did qualify for the Big 12 championship 4 more times once Brent left. The title history for the Sooners, 2000, 02, 03, 04, 6, 7, 8, and 10. When Brent left and Lincoln came in and brought back Mike, they did go back for 4 more years, 17, 18, 19, and 20. But nobody cares about all that. They want the championships. Oklahoma has done it 13 times. 2000, 02, 04, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, the 2012 one's one that threw me a little off, guys. Kansas State actually came into Norman and won on that night. No Big 12 championship, so they won the outright title. 2024 season, 6-7, 2-6 in league play. Lost to Navy in the Armed Force Bowl, 21-10. This year, though, better start. Let's see how it ends. To start with, though, Oklahoma, 5-1, 1-1 in league play. The wins came against Illinois State, 35-3. Michigan, 24-13. At Temple, 42-3. And then Auburn, 24-17. Before jumping back out of the non-conference game right before the Texas game with a 44-0 smacking of Kent State. Oklahoma did get knocked down a little bit down to earth, though, a little bit yesterday in Dallas, in the middle of the great Cotton Bowl, the original Cotton Bowl, that is. Texas got Oklahoma 23-6. Production, offense, and defense this year. Offense production, points, 29.2 points per ball game. Yards, 389.0 yards per ball game being played for. Surrendered, Oklahoma has given up 9.8 points per ball game and 211.2 yards per ball game given up on defense. All right. Now, let's take a look at the Gamecocks of South Carolina. The South Carolina Gamecocks, they're led by their head coach, Shane Beamer. He's been with the team since 2021 when he left Oklahoma for South Carolina in the SEC. Overall, since 2021, Coach Shane has coached in 57 games with a 32-25 winning record. That is a 26.1% winning clip. He also has conference games where he's 16 for 20 in 36 games for 44.4%. Bowl record 1-3, or 1-2 in 3 attempts, 33.3% winning clip. Divisional title since 1999, 1 divisional title that belongs to South Carolina. Conference titles, nada yet, at least for Oklahoma, for Texas, or for South Carolina in the set. 2024 for South Carolina, 9-4, 5-3 in conference play. They did make it to a bowl game, but lost it 21-17. 2025, off to a 3-3 overall start, but just 1-3 in league play. Their wins and losses. The wins came against Virginia Tech in the Aflac Kickoff Classic there in Mercedes-Benz. Got the big win, 24-11 there. They then played South Carolina State 38-10 and Vanderbilt 31-7. The Sooners, the Gamecocks, then went over to Missouri and got a big 9-point win there, 29-20, and then played Kentucky 35-13, and then our old buddies of Oklahoma, LSU, played South Carolina at LSU last night and won it 20-10. All right, guys. Well, offensive and defensive productions for South Carolina this year. Offensive production, they've scored 22.3 points per ball game, and they're averaging 210 yards per ball game offensively. While defensively, surrendering 19.0 points per ball game, and 399.5 yards per ball game given up by South Carolina. All right, guys. That will wrap this thing up and ship it. Next week, homecoming. Oklahoma will play Ole Miss in the game. Great way to get back on the right fence if you want a national championship. But you got to start doing it now. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. You guys know me. Speaking of doing it now, do it now. Do it now. Comment, subscribe. 1982 Boomer Center. Facebook, Harry James Taylor. On the Twitter band, The Hype Man Harry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and see y'all next week. Boomer Center, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace.